Why would a developing nation like Nigeria consider or reject the establishment of U.S. and French military bases on its soil? This question is at the heart of a complex debate that involves issues of sovereignty, security, and long-term national interests. Nigeria, as one of Africa's most influential countries, is central to discussions about foreign military presence on the continent. Examining the potential benefits and drawbacks, this video aims to disperse the notion of having U.S. and French military bases in Nigeria, exploring whether such a move aligns with the nation's goals and challenges. Nigeria faces numerous security challenges, including the Boko Haram insurgency in the northeast, armed banditry in the northwest, and separatist movements in the southeast. These issues have stretched Nigeria's security apparatus thin, prompting some to argue that foreign military bases could provide the necessary boost to combat these threats more effectively. The idea is that the presence of foreign troops and advanced military technology could enhance Nigeria's security capabilities, potentially providing advanced training for Nigerian forces, state-of-the-art technology, and the ability to conduct joint operations against insurgent groups. The presence of U.S. and French military personnel might also serve as a deterrent to insurgents, providing a rapid response mechanism to emergent threats. However, Nigeria's history with foreign military involvement is complex and cautionary. During the Cold War, African nations often became pawns in the geopolitical struggles of superpowers, leading to long-term instability and dependency. Nigeria, wary of repeating this history, has generally maintained a policy of non-alignment, avoiding deep entanglements with foreign military forces. This historical perspective is crucial in understanding the reluctance to host foreign bases, despite the potential security benefits. Those in favor of establishing U.S. and French military bases often point to the economic benefits. Such bases require substantial infrastructure development, which can create jobs and stimulate local economies. Additionally, foreign military presence might attract increased foreign investment and aid from the countries involved. Strengthening diplomatic ties with powerful nations like the U.S. and France through military cooperation could also lead to political support in international forums, more favorable trade agreements, and enhanced collaboration in areas such as intelligence sharing and counterterrorism. On the flip side, one of the strongest arguments against foreign military bases is the potential erosion of Nigeria's sovereignty. Allowing foreign troops to operate on Nigerian soil could be perceived as a relinquishment of national control, undermining the country's independence and self-determination. This perception could lead to public discontent and political instability, as many Nigerians might view the presence of foreign troops as a form of neo-colonialism. The history of foreign military bases in Africa is fraught with negative consequences. Often, these bases have become centers of geopolitical intrigue, contributing to regional instability rather than alleviating it. There are valid concerns that foreign bases in Nigeria could entangle the country in conflicts that do not align with its national interests, similar to the Cold War era when African nations were often caught in the crossfire of superpower rivalry. Another significant concern is the potential for long-term dependence on foreign military assistance. Reliance on U.S. and French military support could create a dependency that undermines Nigeria's security apparatus. This dependence might lead to complacency among Nigerian forces, reducing the incentive to develop indigenous capabilities, and weakening Nigeria's ability to address its security challenges independently over time. Public perception in Nigeria is likely to be divided on the issue of foreign military bases. Significant resistance could come from various segments of society, including political parties, civil society organizations, and traditional leaders. This resistance might manifest in protests, civil unrest, and increased anti-Western sentiment, further destabilizing the country. Nigerian pride and nationalism play a significant role in this, as many citizens might reject the idea of foreign military presence as an affront to their national dignity and sovereignty. Given these substantial drawbacks, Nigeria might consider alternative approaches to enhancing its security capabilities, strengthening regional cooperation through organizations like the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, is one viable option. Collaborative security initiatives can leverage regional expertise and resources, fostering a collective approach to common threats. This regional cooperation can enhance Nigeria's security without compromising its sovereignty. Investing in indigenous capabilities is another crucial strategy. Nigeria should focus on modernizing its armed forces, improving intelligence operations, and enhancing counter-terrorism strategies. This includes increasing budget allocations for defense, investing in advanced training programs, and acquiring state-of-the-art technology. By building a strong, self-reliant military, Nigeria can ensure long-term stability and security without external dependency. International assistance can still play a role without the need for permanent foreign military bases. Nigeria can seek international assistance through temporary joint exercises, training programs, and intelligence sharing agreements. These partnerships can provide the necessary support while maintaining Nigeria's sovereignty and control over its security operations. For instance, short-term deployments for specific training missions or joint operations can be beneficial without the permanence of a base. Addressing the root causes of insecurity is perhaps the most sustainable approach. Many of Nigeria's security challenges stem from underlying social, economic, and political issues. Addressing these root causes, such as poverty, unemployment, and political marginalization, can reduce the appeal of insurgent groups and foster long-term stability. This requires comprehensive development strategies that go beyond military solutions, including improving education, healthcare, and economic opportunities for all Nigerians. The debate over the establishment of U.S. and French military bases in Nigeria is multifaceted, involving considerations of security, sovereignty, and long-term national interests. While foreign bases could potentially enhance Nigeria's security capabilities and bring economic benefits, the risks of undermining sovereignty, creating long-term dependence, and provoking public resistance are significant. Strengthening regional cooperation, investing in indigenous capabilities, and fostering international partnerships without the need for permanent foreign bases seem to be more aligned with Nigeria's long-term interests. By addressing the root causes of insecurity and maintaining control over its security operations, Nigeria can build a more resilient and self-reliant defense posture. Ultimately, the decision should reflect Nigeria's national priorities and be guided by a vision of sustainable security and development that upholds the country's sovereignty and independence. This approach will ensure that Nigeria remains in control of its own destiny, navigating the complexities of modern geopolitics while fostering peace and stability for its citizens. As Nigeria navigates this complex issue, it must consider the broader implications of foreign military bases on its soil. The potential benefits of enhanced security and economic gain must be weighed against the significant risks to national sovereignty and long-term stability. By focusing on regional cooperation, investing in its capabilities, and addressing underlying socio-economic issues, Nigeria can chart a course that secures its future without compromising its independence. What are your thoughts on the presence of foreign military bases in Nigeria? Do you think this move will inspire other nations to follow suit? Or is it a risk too great to take? Share your opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content on global security and geopolitics.